Nina picked me up. After Nina finally picked me up, Nina told me to go walk around. And I was like, I can't just walk to this place. I was like, how far a walk is it? And she was like, it's like 30 minutes. I cannot walk unattended for 30 minutes by myself. That is scary. And then she just left me. I'm making her so bad again. Then she went to class. Nino had to go to class. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll walk. I homeless aunted myself into the city. I was like, okay, this is really scary. And I had a huge panic attack. But I didn't know where to have my panic attack. So I kind of went into an alleyway where a restaurant had piled up a bunch of trash. I had a panic attack for like half an hour. I was in the alleyway, sat on the floor like a homeless person. And then I got over myself and I was like, okay, I have to go powder my nose and I'm really thirsty. So I found the vending machine and I realized I had no money. And I couldn't go on my phone and Google how to get money because I didn't have any data. So I walked aimlessly down the road for another 10 minutes. I was really scared because I was like, oh no. And then I found a Starbucks and I stood outside of Starbucks and mooched off of their Wi-Fi so I could buy an eSIM and use data to navigate. So I was like, okay, that's good. Now I need money. And then I walked down the street until I found the convenience. And I went into the convenience. And they welcomed me and I literally walked out. So I walked into it. Yeah, I think it was 7-Eleven. But they did the irashaimase. And then I was like, nope. I turned around and walked right back out because I got too scared. And then I almost had another panic attack. And then I walked down the street a bit longer and I found another convenience store. And I was like, it's okay, they're gonna talk to me. But I can ignore it. It'll be fine. Look, at this point, I'm like 50 hours since I last slept. So I walked in, beelined for the ATM. Oh my god, everything in Japan sings. Goes, when you get your money out. And I was panicking at first because it was in Japanese. Then I realized there's an English button. I got my money out and I was like, yes, yes, yes. Okay, we just have to find a powder station now. And the vending machine so I can get a drink. But I really had to go nose powder at this point. Because I don't think I had since the plane. So I was like, okay. And I looked on my phone for where the closest one was. And it turned out most of them near me were in the station. But I couldn't go into the train station and go to the nose powder room because I didn't have a Suica card. I had one, but I'd forgotten it in Nina's apartment, which, as we've been over, is a 30-minute walk away and locked. So I could not go to the nose powder room in the station because you gotta scan it first. Eventually, I managed to find a powder station that was not inside of the train station. So I'm queuing up for the powdering. There's a big queue for some reason. I was like, well, it's because it's the only one that's not in the train station. And then I realized there are only guys in this queue. So then I pull out my phone and I translate what the line is. It's actually for the smoking room. I was like, oh, I don't need to smoking. So I left the line and I've been queuing it for like 10 minutes at this point. Yeah, there's a line to the smoking room because you can't smoke outside. There's designated smoke zones in Japan. So I then figure out it's in the next room. Then I realize on Google when I'm checking it, it says that I need 100 yen. I don't have 100 yen. I only have the big money. So I go over to the vending machine. The vending machine won't accept anything above 1,000 yen. And I have a 10,000 yen note. I don't know what to do. I'm like standing there like, what do I do? How do I go to the bathroom? I can't stood there, standing. Almost crashed out, I swear to God. So in the end, I did it. I got really brave. And I went into a convenience. I got hit with an irashaimase. Picked up a bottle of water. I handed over my big 10,000 yen note. And they're talking to me and I'm literally like sweating. I don't know what they're saying. The cashier, she puts the note down and she's pointing next to the cash register. And I'm just staring like this. I think I said it at one point. And she's explaining something to me in very rapid Japanese. And I just stood there. I just stood there on the brink of sobbing. Like, I genuinely had tears in my eyes. I was going to cry. It was so hard. All I wanted to do was go and powder my nose. And then in the end, she steps out from behind the counter, like using the little gate thing. She says, "Sumimasen," and she picks up my money, and I was like, you know what? Just take it. Just take my money. I almost grabbed the water bottle and ran out of the store. Just take it. I don't care anymore. Just take it. Please, just take it. I don't care anymore. But I needed the 100 yen for the bathroom. And then I realized next to the cash register, at some Japanese convenience stores, you do not put the money in the little money box. You put your money in the money machine. There's a machine that you have to physically insert your note into right next to the cash register. I've never seen one of those. Why do you have a cashier? Why do you have a cash register? If I have to put the money in the machine next to the cash register. And I was like, arigatou gozaimasu. And then I got my change, which comes out automatically as well. So I don't know why there's a cashier. So I got my money. But here's the bad news. There was no 100 yen. The smallest was 500. So I took my water bottle. And I hopped to the nearest vending machine. And I got a second bottle of water. And then I finally had a 100 yen coin. And I hobbled back into the bathroom house. And the ladies were like, hi, hi, hi. And for some reason, this was like a gated bathroom. This was a bathroom that you had to pay to go in, and they had like women guarding it. I don't understand. And I tried to give her my 100 yen. I tried to give the woman my 100 yen. And she said, yeah. And she was pointing. She was pointing. I was like, what? And then you had to put it in the tall booth. You had to put it in the tall booth entry machine. And I did it. And I almost cried. I was so happy. And bear in mind, I'm very tired. I've been through a lot. And I'm holding 2 water bottles. Like one under each arm. Yeah, it only took like 2 hours for me to go to the bathroom. So that was my first day.